Hey, all, my name is Paul Borosky, and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do in this video is to give you all some tips and tricks on how to write a breakfast restaurant business plan. So, the way the video is going to play out is first and foremost going to go ahead and give you all a little bit of background about me, who I am, what I do, and why I do it. And then after that, we'll dive into some tips and tricks on writing a business plan for a breakfast restaurant. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Real quick, a little bit about me. Again, Paul Borosky, doctoral candidate, MBA. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. So if y'all want to avoid all the fun and excitement of writing your own business plan, feel free to pick up the phone, give me a call, send me, text me, email. I would be delighted to help y'all with your business plan. I am also a business mentor as well as a business consultant. So my services range anywhere from helping y'all understand your financials to strategic planning, executing those strategic plans to optimizing your operations, all those wonderful things that a business consultant and a business mentor does, I do. And then finally, I am an adjunct professor and subject matter expert in both business and finance. So if you all have your business plan ready to go, but you need those pesky financial projections done, again, feel free to pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'd be delighted to assist. And with that said, let's dive right back into it. And enough about me. So let's go ahead and talk about the breakfast restaurant business plan. So the first tip or trick for a breakfast restaurant business plan is the title page. The title page is so critical, not because it's just inundates your client or inundates your reader with information, but because it introduces your content, it introduces your company, and it is your first impression. So the way that I like to structure my title pages is that I want it clean, I want it nice, I want it easy to read, and I don't want it overwhelming. So the structure that I follow is I'm going to put the company name up top. I'll put the company name up top, put the logo underneath, and then you want to be explicit as to what this document is. And so that's why I like to put just tell them it's a business plan, and I'll put the business plan right underneath. Again, just to let the reader know, say, hey, this is the business plan. It's not your strategic plan. It's not your marketing plan. It's a business plan. So it sets reader expectations. It's not overwhelming, and it is easy to read. So that's why I like that structure. All right, the second tip that I like to follow when I write a business plan is I want my executive summary to go ahead and tell a story for the reader. I want them to be able to get a broad understanding, paint a broad picture of what my organization is going to do, how it's going to do it, where it's going to do it, why it's going to do it, how much it's going to make, and how much it's going to cost in order to fund the organization. So it's a mouthful, and you're trying to accomplish that in just one page. It's doable, but you have to be succinct with your writing. So when I like to structure my executive summary, I'm always going to lead off with a restaurant breakfast restaurant summary. So I'm going to tell them, hey, this is a summary. Here's where it's going to be located. Here's how it's going to be structured, and then I'll give them a brief overview of what kind of what menu items we're going to be serving. Whether it be eggs Benedict, or you're going to be gearing towards a healthier menu option, or you're going for the southern meal, the hearty southern meals with eggs, bacons, and grits, and so on. So whatever your flair is going to be, make sure to state that in your first couple paragraphs. Second, once you go ahead and you set the foundation as to what you're going to be offering, just briefly introduce your target market. Typically, it's going to be individuals that are working or that live within like a 5 or 10 mile radius, whatever that may be. Whatever floats your boat, crumbles your cookie. Just go ahead and put that information right here in your target market. You want to keep it short, but you do want to address it in your executive summary. Next, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and tell the reader, hey, here's my idea. Now, here's how much money I think we're going to make off this idea. What you think your first year revenue is going to be, your expenses, and then finally, what you think your net profits are going to be. Once you paint that picture, the final thing you want to do, the final thing you want to tell your reader is how much money you need in order to get or in order to attain this vision. And so that's going to be your funding request, and you're going to tell them specifically how much money you're going to need. Tell them if you're going to be doing debt, equity, or a combination of both. Set expectations for the interest rate, and then make some kind of a blurb as to how you're going to be repaying funds if it's an investor. All right, tip number three is going to be your SWOT analysis. Love the SWOT analysis. Such a great tool to be able to get a broad understanding of where your competitive position is for your organization. So your SWOT analysis is going to be strengths, your weaknesses, organization opportunities, and threats. Your strengths and weaknesses need to focus on the internal aspect of your organization. What are your strengths internally? What are your weaknesses internally? And then opportunities and threats, that's going to be focused on the outside of your business, things you cannot control. It's going to be your community involvement. It's going to be appeal to a wide clientele and your location. Your threats, again, something you can't control. Your established competitors, susceptible to economic downturn. And one more tip right here for your SWOT analysis is you want your strength to outnumber your weaknesses, your opportunities to outnumber your threats. So I do have 3 strengths listed, and as compared to 2 weaknesses, 3 strengths listed for your opportunities, and then again 2 strengths listed for your threats. So you do want your opportunities and your strengths to outweigh your weaknesses and your threats. Also, when you're writing up your threats and your weaknesses, don't be so specific to your company that you're giving away some of the critical weaknesses that you just that doesn't need to be out in the wild. So for example, a good weakness would be it's a startup company. Well, heck, everybody knows that you're not in business right now. It's not a secret, and it is a weakness. So that's a great weakness to go ahead and list. But if you're having a hard time finding labor, then that's probably not something I'd put into my weaknesses. That's something that's a little too close to home that you need to solve that pretty quick, and turn that weakness around before you even open up for operations. So make sure it's general, that it's relevant to all companies, but that is still a weakness. All right, hopefully this information was helpful. So let's go ahead and wrap it up and sum it up. In summary, if you are interested in purchasing my business plan template, it does come with a customizable Word document as well as a basic financial model that is customized for the industry. I also provide various tutorials. You can find my tutorials on this link right here. The tutorials just help you with the various aspects of the business plan template, completing them, and those tutorials can be accessed before or after you purchase the business plan template. Keep in mind there are some limitations to all my business plan templates. You do need Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel in order to make edits. And also, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns before you purchase a business plan template, be delighted to have a great conversation with you. My contact information is right here. Pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. We can have a great conversation. However, after you purchase my template, then I do not offer free phone support. If you want me to help you fill out that template, I do charge for the service. The service is there, it's mentoring, but like I said, I do charge for it. And then finally, if you do want to buy my business plan templates or check out the various templates that I have, the link is right here. And then finally, if you don't want to mess around with business plan templates, you don't want to mess around with tutorials, you just want a professional to write your business plan for you, or you just want a professional to do your financial projections, I would be delighted to do so. Pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, or visit my prices page right here. And then finally, please subscribe to my channel. And that's it. Hopefully this was helpful. Go out, make a little bit of money, and have a great day. Thank you.